keyboard works here.
Just check it if it's connected or not because I'll move it. So just tell me like with the yes or no, like yes, it's on, no, it's not on.
Online. If I can have everyone's attention, we have activities happening to the left right here. We got the rock climbing, we got the bouncy castle, and then we got Nasto underneath the tent right there. Anyone that wants to go on a hayride, it's first come, first serve, every 10 minutes. Please make a line to the left here.
Cantik tau. Masuk.
Gentlemen, anyone that's waiting for the hayride, please stand to the left of this tent. The hayride is coming every 10 to 15 minutes. Again, anyone waiting for the hayride, please stand to the left of this tent on my left. If anyone is looking for the restroom, they're on the far corner near the trees, the white trailers over there.
say, I'll probably have Amit here to constantly make announcements on the schedule.
I don't have his phone.
Yeah, I'll give it to you. But it's probably better that Amit says it.
Yeah, he said he was going to find someone.
Every like half hour, just come and announce the schedule.
Yeah.
Or whatever's most recent.
उजने मार्ग मां बढ़िया सजनी
Hey, watch out.
ये आज सखी कलबी उजने मार्ग मां बढ़िया सजनी
Come back over here. Stay over here.
मेरे करी मुझे ऊपर वालो मेरे करी मुझे ऊपर वालो राजा घड़िया सजनी
Jai Samnan, can I have everyone's attention please? Please do not go into the building to use the bathroom. There's bathroom trailers to the left. Again, please do not go into the facility to use the bathroom. Thank you.
को आनंद मारा मान मायो सजनी को आनंद मारा मान मायो सजनी आमा सामो प्रेम मधुर रस आमा सामो प्रेम मधुर रस पीतो ने पायो रे वाले लीजी हाथ ताड़ी सजनी खेले मारा मन माहू तो खेले मारा मन माहू तो हरी झूमत वाली श्यामलिया ने संगे कैसे श्यामलिया ने संगे कैसे आनंदनी केली सजनी हाथी सैयरनी तोड़ी सजनी में जाती हाथी सैयरनी तोड़ी सजनी माथी मुझने कर डाली माथी मुझने कर डाली रंगला मारोड़ी सजनी
space off the road, please. Please move off the road.
વરસાદ પડે છે. અહીંયા મેં જોયું.
બંધાણું હરીથી બેનું શિર જાતે નવા મેલું. બંધાણું હરીથી બેનું શિર જાતે નવા મેલું. વાલા માત તન વાળું મનડું લોભાણું. સલુણો જોઈને મારું મનડું લોભાણું. સલુણો જોઈને મારું મનડું બ્રહ્માનંદ કેરે નાથે હેત કરી જાલી હાથે. બ્રહ્માનંદ કેરે નાથે હો હેત કરી જાલી હાથે. સુધર્યું કરજ સારું મનડું લોભાણું. સલુણો જોઈને મારું મનડું લોભાણું. સલુણો જોઈને મારું મનડું લોભાણું. મનડું લોભાણું મારું મનડું લોભાણું મારું મનડું લોભાણું. સલુણો જોઈને મારું મનડું લોભાણું. સલુણો જોઈને મારું મનડું લોભાણું. સલુણો જોઈને મારું મનડું લોભાણું. volleyball man. Anyone that's interested in playing volleyball, right behind this blue building on the right, they've set up volleyball. Again, anyone interested in playing volleyball, it's in the right side building on the other side.
Thanks. Thanks.
Another quick announcement. Please do not go into the facility to use the bathroom. There's 2 white trailers to my left to use. Thank you.
Which one? No. Yo, later on, 10 o'clock after.
सावली सूरत छटादार मन हर प्राण हरे तेरी सावली सूरत छटादार के मन हर प्राण हरे सूरत छटादार मन हर प्राण हरे चलत मरोरे हसी चित चोरे चलत मरोरे चलत मरोरे हसी चित चोरे वश कर लेनी सब ब्रजनार मन हर प्राण हरे सब ब्रजनार मन हर प्राण हरे तेरी सावली सूरत छटादार मन हर प्राण हरे तेरी सावली कश चीरा पहरे पिट पीरा जर कश चीरा जर कश चीरा पहरे पिट पीरा तेरे उग बिच मोतियों का हार मन हर प्राण हरे है उग बिच मोतियों का हार मन हर प्राण हरे तेरी सावरी सूरत जटाधार मन हर प्राण हरे नंद के सलोना जाने का छुटोना नंद के सलोना है नंद के सलोना जाने का छुटोना मेरा मन वश कीनो मेरे यार मन हर प्राण हरे है वश कीनो मेरे यार मन हर प्राण हरे तेरी सावरी सूरत जटाधार मन हर प्राण हरे तेरी सावरी सूरत जटाधार मन हर प्राण हरे प्रेमानंद नित हरि कृष्ण छवि तेरी प्रेमानंद हरि कृष्ण प्रेमानंद नित हरि कृष्ण छवि तेरी राखत उर बिच हार मन हर प्राण हरे है राखत उर बिच हार मन हर प्राण हरे तेरी सावरी सूरत छटाधार के मन हर प्राण हरे है सावरी सूरत छटाधार मन हर प्राण हरे तेरी सावरी सूरत छटाधार के मन हर प्राण हरे तेरी सावरी सूरत छटाधार मन हर प्राण हरे तेरी सावरी सूरत छटाधार मन हर प्राण जय स्वामीनारायण बदने Everybody, please, if you could listen for a few minutes. Jagdish bhai, Dr. Arvind bhai, Chandresh bhai, Pranav, if you can all come to the DJ area. Devasya committee members, if you could please come to the area, please. first things, બધાને જય સ્વામિનારાયણ. And on behalf of Maharashri Lalji Maharaj, Gadiwala Shri, Shri Raja, we'd like to welcome you from Devasya Committee and Nanandev Gadi to Devasya. સૌથી મોટી વસ્તુ એ છે કે આપણે બધું એક મોટું કુટુંબ છે. કોઈ આઈ થિંક હંસફિલમાંથી કોઈ એવું હતું, કોઈ કે કેટલા 5,000 માણસો છે. મેં કીધું ના, આપણે ઘરવાળા જ છે. સો ધ ફર્સ્ટ થિંગ ઇઝ કે એક તો આપણા બધા ઘરવાળા અહીંયા ભેગા થયા છે, ને બીજી વસ્તુ આપણે નવે ઘરે ભેગા થયા છે. એ બહુ મોટી વસ્તુ છે. આ જગ્યા બારે નથી, આપની પોતાની જગ્યા છે. દેટ્સ વેરી બિગ ફોર નંદનદેવ ગાદી, ફોર ધીસ સંસ્થા, ફોર ધીસ સંપ્રદાય. આપને કોઈ સ્વામિનારાયણ બેનર નીચે આ કોઈ વસ્તુ જ નથી દેવસ્ય જેવી, એક્ઝિસ્ટિંગ નથી કોઈ નવું. This vision is from Dharamkul. It's first of a kind, long lasting, everlasting, and it's a proud feeling to say કે આ જગ્યા અમારી છે, આ સ્વામિનારાયણ નંદનદેવ ગાદીની જગ્યા છે. And that goes a long way of part of being this, in part of being this in this organization. You've already got a brief introduction from our welcoming team under guidance of Nanandev Yuvak Mandal. So a big shout out to all the green t-shirt guys. They worked really hard in getting everything organized. They've been here since 6 in the morning to make sure everything is up and ready to go, and welcoming all the guests to Devasya. At 2 o'clock in the afternoon, we'll have a Rangutsav. Make sure everybody takes part. There's no, I don't want to get my hair wet, I don't have gel, none of that stuff is not going to work today. So you have to get wet. The whole Dharamkul is here. આવો લાભ પછી બીજી વખત નથી મળવાનો તમને. એના પછી લેડીઝ માટે અને ગાદીવાલા શ્રી માટે જલયાત્રાનો પ્રોગ્રામ છે. That will happen after about 4 or 5 o'clock. But no men are allowed, please. એક વખત જલયાત્રા ચાલુ થાશે, is going to start behind this building and go to the lake. Maridama, I think most everybody should know, men should not be in that area. Only ladies will be there. Ladies, Beno Thakurjiનો અભિષેક કરશે, પછી આરતી ઉતારશે, અને ગાદીવાળા શ્રી and Shri Raja will be there the whole time. After that, we'll have dinner. Ne સાંજનો ગરબાનો program છે in the barn. Tomorrow's program is bright and early. Breakfast at 8 o'clock, Mapuja, and જેને બ્રિકનું already Chicagoમાં 5001 ને એવી 100 બ્રિક already થઈ ગઈ છે. એ પણ આપણે અહીંયા બપોર પછી કન્ટિન્યુ કરશે. એની મહાપૂજાનો લાભ ને બ્રિકનો ભૂમિપૂજનનો લાભ કાલે બાવનમાં પણ પૂજાનો લાભ મળવાનો છે વિથ મહારાજશ્રી એન્ડ લાલજી મહારાજ. અને ખાતમુહૂર્તનું પણ પ્રોગ્રામ છે, એટલે પછી કાલે બધું શાસ્ત્રીજી યોગેન્દ્ર ભટ્ટ ને પીપી સ્વામી બધું તમને સમજાવશે એની ડિટેલ્સ. A few words from you, Maharashri. One thing I forgot, let me introduce you to the Devasya committee. We have Jagdish Bhai, who's national president and Chicago president. Chandresh Bhai from Boston, ISSO national past president, now very active in Devasya. Pranav from Colonia, New Jersey. Dr. Arvind Bhai Patel and MK, who retired થઈ જાઉં છું, પણ અમે રિટાયરમેન્ટથી પાછા લઈ આવ્યા. He was in Detroit, but now he's in Florida, and he'll soon be in Virginia. And then Ankit Patel from Boston, and myself from Los Angeles. And then we have a few Darshis also involved in our committee. Who else do we have? Nilesh Bhai from New Jersey. Amit. It's a growing family. Devasya, it's a new family, it's a growing family. We operate under Nanandev Gadi and ISSO. But, we need all your help, we need all your support. It's a big project. Okay, Mota Bhagat, he's in Mota Bhagat. Mota Bhagat, no, Mars is going to laugh at this, but
He's in charge of the septic system. Every time jare navu mandir karine, that's the first thing he asks: septic check or sewer check. He's consulting with us on the engineering side of things. So we have a lot of players, and as you can see, volunteer वगैरह आ वस्तु थे सके मत नहीं. So thanking the volunteers in advance. All the green shirts, the purple shirts, the ladies you don't even see, and all the mandirs. हमें एकली बड़ी सेवा मंदिर ने already आपेली छे. नास्तो. There's so many things. Louisville, Allentown, Colonia, Cherry Hill, Byron, North Carolina, the list goes on. Boston, Parsippany, Detroit, so many mandirs have given seva. And but the samedi keche kamne kaing seva apo. Rally, I mentioned Rally. So it's Washington DC, Maryland. So it's very encouraging for us. Yeah, vastu ji che ame kari che. We're going in the right track. Also, we have it's a funny, interesting task, not a task, statistic. So our closest satsangis are Pauline Richmond, and is Satish Bhai here? Dr. Satish Bhai?
Yeah.
So he's about, what, 50 miles away? 50 miles away. Satish Bhai is 50 miles away. Satish Bhai ની બહુ મોટી સેવા છે. મેં ખાલી એને ફોન કર્યો તો મેં કહ્યું સતીશ ભાઈ અમને થોડીક મજૂરીની જરૂર પડશે. if you have any labor force તમે આજુબાજુમાં હોય તો સતીશ ભાઈ કે મને એક દિવસ આપો, હું આજુબાજુમાં પૂછીને તમને જણાવું. તો સતીશભાઈ સામેથી કીધું કે મને માણસો મળી ગયા છે ને એ માણસોની પગારની સેવા મારા તરફથી. So we weren't even expecting that. So small things like that, આ તો સામેથી આપે જ, અમે માગતા નથી. So he's only 50 miles away, and the furthest I think is probably Kenya. Lakshman bhai? Kya kya? Lakshman bhai, Naran bhai came from Kenya. So the furthest is Amit came from Hyderabad. Ashok bhai, so Lakshman bhai is probably the furthest. So we have a range from 50 miles to 8,000 miles. That's the reach of this Nanandev Gadi. 50 miles tarike thi chek 8,000 miles ni amno reach che. So from London we have Wisdom Mandir's president Koji bhai. Lakshman bhai, he's from Nairobi. He just took part in ISSO Seva. If you followed ISSO Seva, they were in Kenya. They did a camp, medical camp, and he was a lead at the receiving end in Kenya. We have Ashok. Ashok, what's your last name? I just know it's Ashok Mandvi. That's actually your last name? Mandvi is a city in Bhuj. Gam. Gam town. I know him as Ashok Mandvi. I didn't know it's his last name. He's ISSO Europe president. And we have a lot of Hari Bhaktas from London as well. London guys, where are you? Hari, Avnish, Dinesh, Bhavesh. Guys, come down here. This group has just come. I know the farthest bus trip is probably Chicago. Chicago, tame kitne lage nikle tha? 7:30. So what, 14 hours? 16 hours. So Chicago's taken a trip. The longest bus trip is probably Chicago. So all these Hari Bhaktas here that are in front of us are from London. Harish Ragoni, Haru. I say Harish and Mars, he doesn't know what I'm talking about because he calls him Haru, so I don't know the nicknames, I know the full names.
So as Dev said, Hamra, I was more looking on the opportunity of listening from you guys rather than listening from me. But I'm sure within the next 40 hours or whatever we are over here, you will have that experience of what this place is about. The funniest part or the beauty of this thing is that we came over here almost about half a dozen times, if I'm not wrong. I mean, I personally. And every time you need to find a way in order to get to the same place. And the reason is because in fall it's different, in winter is different, in summer is different. And we are not fiddling around with anything. We want to have this environment. અને કીધું કે આ આપણું ફેમિલી છે. I mean, I was walking down and coming over here. I knew each and everyone's name, and their gum, and their fathers, and their forefathers. So only a family can do that. Friends cannot do that. And I was talking to Kulji, we had some spare time. And I can make family. So, you know, friends can turn into enemies. Family cannot turn into enemies. That is why I believe that all our mandirs around the globe are a family. And apna Bap Samran Bhagwan se. So, thank you all for coming down on the first thing. Of course, it's a lot of effort. And I wanted to make a brief announcement. Thank you, all of you, for coming down, especially across the continents, just in order to have that experience. It was not a particular invitation, it was an open invitation, so we didn't go into the depth of getting each and every one, otherwise it's hard to sustain and take care of each and every one. On this announcement કરું કે નહીં વિચાર કરતો હતો, પણ Haru comes from Kanji Baba's family અને એને એના કાકાને મેં વાત કરી, his uncle. મેં કીધું જોજો કંઈક સેવા થાય. મેં કીધું આપણે બધા ભેગા થઈને કરશું તો થશે. અને he pledged for one murti, he pledged 1 million US. So I'm not here, first of all I told them, I'm not here for collections. We need all your support. It won't just be financial, it'll be psychological or physical or you name it. કેમ કે આ આપણું છે. This belongs to us. And I don't, you want me to say anything else? So all of you will come down. Thank you again so much. And especially the boys and the girls who've been working. If you had been over here 3 days back, you wouldn't be able to, believe me, you wouldn't be able to recognize this place. અને ત્યારે આ વ્યક્તિઓ આવી અને મજૂરી કરી છે. અને it is all done by our own people. We have not so-called hired majority of people. છાપરે ચડાવડાયા છે ઘણાને 100 degrees plus માં, અને ઘણું બધું સેટઅપ કર્યું છે અને ગાળો દીધી છે અને માર્યા છે. Because you can only do that if you have that પોતાપણું. અને એવી રીતે ખરાબ રીતે ગાળ નથી દીધી, પણ ખરાબ રીતે ગાળ નથી દીધી. ખરાબ રીતે તું કે તો પછી જગદીશ ભાઈ છે દેવ નો ગુડ. So thank you all once again. If Lalima, you want to speak something. Because one of the days this doesn't belong to me. And if someone says it was my concept or someone's concept, it was no one's concept, Manji bhai. It was a concept that started thinking that we needed something for the camps for our next generation. અમે 2-4 એકર લેવા નીકળ્યા હતા, 125 સુધી આવ્યા અને પછી 550 આવીને અટકી ગયા અને કદાચ ભગવાન કરશે તો 600 થશે. એનો ઠેકાણો અને વિશ્વાસ અમને અમારી જાત ઉપર નથી. કેમ કે વિશ્વાસ ભગવાન ઉપર છે, ભગવાન કરતા હરતા છે. અને I would like to tell you one thing, that ISSO is only an undertaking. It is not a temple, it is not something તમે તમારો બિઝનેસ કરતા હોય તો ઇન કોઓપરેશન જુદું હોય ને પાર્ટી જુદું હોય છે કે નહીં?
Yes.
So you need a backup, you need something, a sanstha which was started in 78 by Mota Babji. And we have come down to this place today. It's effort, all your hard work, all your hard money, all your persevo, and all your લોહી. અને પ્રવીણભાઈ દેખાય છે, દેશથી આવ્યા છે. તમે શ્રદ્ધા કેસેટ સાંભળો છો, એ બનાવે છે. અને ખાસ ઉત્તર ગુજરાત બેતાલીમાં તો બધા ઓળખતા જ હશે. પણ એ બધું જો હું ગામમાંથી લેવા જઈશ તો બધું કેટલાનું કેટલું કાઢે છું મણિભાઈ. મેં તમારા છોકરાને મળીને પૂછ્યું કે મણિભાઈ આવ્યા છે કે નથી આવ્યા. So thank you all. I will mingle around with a few people around and see how much time I can spend, because I'm sure 1,000% or maybe 100,000% that I'll be running out of time meeting all of you, because the law.
Hold on. Jagdish Tanka.
Sorry about it.
Good thing.
કશું નહીં, આવાજ નહીં.
Jagdish, you did something. Blame it on the big man, so it's easier. You guys have fun, you guys enjoy, have the feel. અહીંયા તમને કોઈ નહીં કે ખૂણામાં બેસીને માનસી પૂજા કરો કે માળા ફેરવો. જે કરવું હોય કરજો, મર્યાદામાં રહીને કરજો. અને આ જગ્યા તમારી છે, અને feel free, but just don't get lost, because this is 525 acres. It's huge. We get lost. If we એક ટ્રેલ ખોટો પકડી ગયો ને તો પાછા આવતા દમ નીકળી જાય. So this is yours, and it doesn't belong to neither me or anyone at all. It belongs to the Sampradaya and the Satsang and the generations to come. So thank you all, ladies and gentlemen, once again for being a part of this thing. And
first of all, I'd like to thank Derek Jitla, India, Sihoy, Gapachi, from Africa, Australia, New Zealand, UK, even from the United States, Kenya, Derek Haribhakto, who have not just contributed financially, but their physical efforts. Okay, as we all know, Sida Granabada Devasan, Maharashtra Gitu, in a better Derek Devraj Gitu, okay. Everyone's contributing their part in this beautiful facility we have. કેમ કે આપણું ઘર છે ને આપણે ઘરની જેવી રીતે આપણે તમે બધાએ એને ભાવ અને પ્રેમ આપ્યો છે. You've given your love, you've given your affection like it's your own home. So we hope it continues in the future. અને દરેક છોકરાઓ from NNDYM, boys and girls, છેલ્લા 3 કે 4 દિવસથી અહીંયા રહીને મહેનત કરી છે. Big shout out and big thanks. If you want to talk right now, we want to hear from you, your feedbacks, your what do you feel about this place. So thank you for coming out once again. Yes, man.
Jason, so yeah, have everybody socialized, minglized, if that's even a word. We're gonna call you up randomly, and we just want to hear what you think about Devasya. You may just get picked out of a crowd, but please give us your honest opinion. ક્યાંય સુધારો કરવાનો તો એ અમને જણાવજો. અમે પેલું તો એ શોધવું છે કે ક્યાં સુધારો કરવાનો છે. Exactly. Even when we had our first meeting, the first thing we said is, where do we need to improve? We already know what's good. સુધારો ક્યાં કરવાનો છે એ અમને કહો.
ને બીજી કઈ તમને નાની ઉંમરનો હોય કે કોઈ મોટી ઉંમરનો હોય તમને શું જોઈએ છે સગવડ કે અહીંયા નથી? So we want to hear from you. We've heard from so many already, and so many of things are already will be taken into account. But તમે એમ ન થવું જોઈએ કે આ વસ્તુ ઓલરેડી કહેવાઈ ગઈ હશે. તમે કહો વાંધો નહીં. We want to hear it. And 1500 માણસો કે 2000 માણસોમાંથી કાંઈક તો નવું નીકળવું જ જોઈએ. So that's our goal. That's why we've called you here. It's not for the, like Marcy said, પૈસા માટે નથી. પૈસાની તો ખાસ જરૂર છે, પણ that's not the main. I don't whitewash that. We need money. એટલે આજે મજા કરો ને કાલે પછી જોશી શું થાય.
I mean, he's the national treasurer, so all he sees is money.
So thanks everybody again once for coming, and then we'll see you tomorrow in the Mahapuja Sabha, and for the rest of the day enjoy. Thank you. Also, water activities have started, so if you want to make your way down to the lake, if you don't know where the lakes are, find somebody in a green t-shirt, ask them where's the lake. It's back towards that way, behind the tent. Jai Swaminarayan.
When there's the next thing, which is like an Utsav or something, and you guys already took the activities. So the thing is
प्राणपति छो प्यारा ब्रह्मानंद ना श्याम स्नेही नटवर रामा न्यारा मड़ियालो नटवर मोहन दिला बन मोलक लइए रे
I'm gonna leave this here for a sec, yeah? I just need to recharge things.